Hey guys, what's up? Captain Paul here from Weapon Gaming, bringing you another gameplay commentary of Modern Warfare 3 of some Domination on Lockdown. Now today I will not be talking about the gameplay. All I'll really say is that I went 53 and 11, and we pretty much wrecked house. So what the topic I'm going to be talking today, as you obviously read in the fucking title, is drugs. Just drugs. Now, I know this is a topic a lot of people have done in general, a lot of YouTubers have done, blah, blah, blah. I could give a fuck less. I'm going to do it now. No, but seriously, I'm just going to give you my whole take on it. Now, let's just, give you a little bit of, not a background story, but let's just, the idea of our whole population as, like, kids my age, around my age, this, like, right now, or just even in high school, is that they believe, like, smoking weed is alright. Now, listen, I'm not trying to be the dick here, but fuck it, I'm not going to go and follow the crowd here, man. I think whoever really smokes weed, man, and I guess that is your choice, but I feel as if you're making a real bad life decision further on in life. Let's just give you an example. Like, with everything now, my buddy, he's a limo driver now. He gets drug tested. You get drug tested for everything, and if you get caught for something, you don't get the job. Even if you were technically hired, if you fail the drug test, you're gone. And I think honestly this is the way the country should start running it now, is that they should start doing drug tests before jobs and stuff. And I know the people that probably smoke weed or do that type of shit that are listening now, like, well, fuck you, dude, fuck that, yo, it's a way of life and shit. Alright, first off, dude, why do you need to smoke weed and get high out your mind to fucking, like, enjoy life? Let's just be fucking honest right now. Let's be straight with each other. Why do you need to really get high and, like, act retarded and shit? And, like, oh, this is how I unwind. Like, dude, the way I unwind is by doing these commentaries and yelling like a motherfucker, or I play video games, or I play sports. Like, I don't need to smoke, like, weed and that shit, do drugs, like cocaine and shit, fuck, crack cocaine, know that shit, but nah, it's not me. I don't need to do that shit. But, I'm just gonna say here, I know a few friends from personal experience, I know 3 people that have overdosed. Not on weed, obviously, but weed is kind of the gateway drug. Not even kind of, it is the fucking gateway drug. And then, like, I know a buddy of mine who's, like, he used to be my best friend in high school. He started doing drugs and shit, fucking dropped out. Actually, no, sorry, middle school, he used to be my best friend. He did drugs, started dropping out, just didn't give a fuck anymore. And it's just, like, it's really sad to see, because even if you have a conversation with people that have done drugs, and I'm not insulting anybody, but they seem a lot slower, they're not, like, as quick as they used to be. That's something I noticed with my former best friend. He's just not as quick, not as witty as he used to be. He's really lazy now. Like, he was always kind of lazy, but it's even fucking increased tenfold, if that's even fucking possible. But it's just, like, I don't see why you guys gotta go down that road. It's like, I know people that overdid. I know people died from this shit. It's just, like, I don't know what the big draw is for you kids. I'll be straight. The kids in high school, if you're doing this shit to look cool, slap yourself, because that's fucking bullshit. I'm sorry. If you gotta follow the crowd and be a pussy, come on, dude. Like, shit. You don't need to be like, oh, well, Timmy Buckfuck is, like, smoking weed and he's cool. I want to smoke weed too. Now, fuck you! Fuck that and fuck that thinking. That's the problem with this fucking country. I live in America. That's the fucking problem with the whole world. We have a fucking people, all followers. No one will take a stand. And when I say all, I shouldn't say everyone in the world, because there are those few people, and I'm not being cocky, but like myself, that don't like to follow the crowd, and just because it's a fucking trending on Twitter, or it's fucking on the news and everyone's supporting it, it's just, god damn, guys, like, do some research. Like, I know there's a recent studies that showing out, now people know about the whole brain cells, like, you do lose some brain cells, and people will defend it, like, that's not true. There's actually, now, don't get me wrong, weed can be used good for, like, medicinal purposes. If you have, like, a terminal illness, you're, like, in your wicked good pain, not wicked good, wicked terrible pain, I don't know why that'd be good, but, I can kind of see it there, because it kind of puts you out of it, I guess, like, and it kind of gives you a daze and a good feeling, but it's just, like, I don't know, I think that type of drug should be handled with care, and I think there should be other, even with medicinal purposes, there should be other things, and I know people say that shit's harmless, but, fuck, you guys, like, Like, shit, they used to put cocaine in Coke bottles. They thought that shit was harmless. We don't know what the fuck, really. Like, you never know. Down the roads, like, for example, aspartame that's put in diet soda, that actually is one of the causing factors to, like, well, it's one of a factor to cause dementia. You basically lose everything, lose your mind. No, you don't go crazy. You just don't remember the fuck you are. But it's just, like, there's so many things we don't know about it. And from what I've experienced, from what I've personally experienced, man, it's just something I think you guys should avoid. And if you're doing it, I'd really honestly try to quit. Because now everybody's starting to drug test. And I don't give a fuck. I think, honestly, they should start drug testing everything. I don't even give a fuck if you're a Wendy's goddamn cashier. It's a bad influence. I'll be straight. You have these kids that do this shit and like, oh, well, I'm no longer getting that fucking, I'm no longer getting that nice high I used to get off weed, so let me try some other shit. And that's the thing is, people like, oh, well, I just smoke weed and stay with weed, and that's all I'm gonna do. Now, fuck you, because usually, and telling you guys, because 3 of my friends passed away from this shit, you try something different because you start to lose that good feeling, or it's not good enough anymore. It's something I really want to, like, I know I was kind of yelling and shit, but this is something I want you guys to know, that you should not fucking go near this shit. You shouldn't. Dylan doesn't touch that shit. I don't touch that shit. People I associate with now don't touch that shit. They don't. Because that shit, they've seen many people in their lives go down the fucking gutter with that shit. And I know I'm saying shit a lot, but I don't give a fuck. But, if you need an outlet or something, play sports, dude. Go outside, shoot hoops and shit. Do something. Work out. You don't have to go to the gym. Like, do push-ups, sit-ups, whatever the fuck you do at your house. Play video games, man. Fucking start doing commentaries on YouTube. Because this is, honestly, right now, this is a good way just to get out your thoughts and just fucking have fun with it. None of it. You don't have to be scripted and shit. This ain't scripted. This ain't scripted for shit. I'm just going on the go, bitch. But no, it's just like, try to find a different outlet. Now, I know I'm probably going to get a shitload of fucking hate for this video. I know I am. That's just how it is, because we do have a lot of people that smoke in this. And I'm not saying because you smoke weed and shit, you're a terrible person. That's not what the fuck I'm saying. Didn't say that shit. I had friends that did it. Only reason I don't have friends that do it anymore, they're dead or they don't do shit anymore. I'm just being fucking blunt, guys. I'm not laughing about the dead part, but dude, it's just, to me, it's hit in my life that you shouldn't be doing this shit. I'll be straight. You shouldn't be like, oh, well, he's doing, I need a fucking high, I need a little extra kick or some shit. Like, I know fucking certain drugs are just to give you a little bit of an adrenaline rush. Dude, go outside, play some sports, do something, play video games, start commentating on YouTube. Fuck, yo, for God's sakes, masturbate. Who doesn't feel good after masturbating? And I know that's probably gonna like, what the fuck are you talking about now? But who don't feel good after they beat their meat? And if you don't, you're just lying to me right now. Seriously. Pick up your stick and play with it. If that's what you gotta do, do it. Now, I know I'm going kind of loud and shit and rambling and shit, but I'm just telling you guys, from personal experience, it's just not worth it. It's just, hold on, let me just get a sip real quick. Thank God. Now, I know one of my best friends at the time, high school. He overdosed, man, and I don't think people understand that. It's really hard to deal with that shit. I actually went through a kind of a depression rut and shit for a few years, and it sucked. I couldn't get myself out of it, and I know, like, oh, what, you being a bitch? Like, nah, man, when your best friend dies and shit, and it hits you hard. Like, don't get me wrong, like I said, those other 2 kids, man, I'm not gonna name them, obviously, for fucking personal reasons, but they were friends. But this kid, like, fucking best friends, man. I just knew this kid for ages and shit, and it hit home. It really did, And I even told him, like, man, you gotta get off this shit, because he was doing some hardcore drug shit. So, I'm not going to name the shit he did, because I think that's just kind of personal. Well, I don't know. Maybe if you guys want to know, I'll probably... fuck that. Actually, I'll just keep that private. But it's just like... you got to understand, man, when you're taking these drugs and shit, and then you get to the hardest shit and you die, you got to think of, like, the whole interaction about people around you. Think about your parents. Think about your mom and dad. Listen, you might not have a good relationship with your parents now, but they love you. I don't know your backstory, so maybe you do have a bad relationship with your dad and shit, you know. But regardless, you have people close to you, brothers, sisters, mothers, fathers, grandparents, cousins, aunts, uncles that love you and don't want to see you go down that road. You know, listen, I'm not being corny when I say this shit. If you need to talk to somebody, dude, look, if you're depressed and you're doing these drug shit to fucking, like, kind of get an up and shit, just, dude, send me a PM, hit me up on Skype, we'll talk. I don't give a fuck. Play on PS3. You know, I don't care, dude. Even if Xbox, dude, just talk to me on Skype. I have an Xbox, but I sold it, so that's not going to work for Xbox. I might get it the 720 when that comes out. But getting back on topic, man, if you need somebody to talk to, just please feel free to hit me up. I'm not a dick. I'm not this YouTube guy who's fucking fake. I'm a real person, and trust me, I understand how fucking going through depression and going through hard times in life. You know, and that's all I really got to say, man. So, man, this is Captain Paul for WeaPwNGaMiNG. I'm signing out. Peace.